You wanted to speak to me?
I can't see anyone around here if it's Michelle's description or her fiancé. She did say Kai was a fisherman from this village though, didn't she? Well, I suppose there's nothing else for it. We'll just have to ask around. Surely somebody in the village must know where we can find him. If it's information you're after, you're best headed to whatever place people get together. Inns, taverns, or in the case of a wee fishing village like this, the harbor.
Perhaps.
Oh, I was so looking forward to filling my pockets with pretty pearls to spruce up my circus costume. There isn't a single specimen to be seen. Now listen, honey. I've seen a lot of towns on my travels, so I know when something isn't right. And something isn't right here, believe you me.
I've been thinking.
Remember what Michelle said, Strand. We mustn't tell anyone but Kai that she's waiting for him. Mermaids are the stuff of legend, but not all of those legends are good, and there are plenty of idiots about who believe everything they read.
Did you want to talk to me?
This place is awfully quiet for a fishing village. I imagine it would have a bustling market like Gondolia.
You good?
What did Michelle say this Kai guy was like? A hunky chunky sailor stuffed full of emotion or something? What does that even mean? I guess love really is blind. It sounds like she can't remember what her sweetheart looks like. Welcome to Lonalulu, the seaside paradise of crystal waters and perfect pearls. We hope you enjoy your stay. If you're looking to trade for pearls, I'm afraid you've come at a bad time. A nasty Tentacular has been stirring up trouble in the seas south of here, and the men haven't been able to catch a thing. I'm sorry, but we're all sold out. Huh? You're looking for Kai? I didn't know that boy had any friends. You should go see his mom. You usually find her up at the church. During the day, anyhow. As soon as the sun sets, she runs on home and refuses to come out till it's light again. They're kind of a weird family. Memoirs of a Treasure Hunter, Volume 2. This is the journal of pseudonym Treasure Hunter Extraordinaire. I came to this village after catching wind of a rumor that a schooner carrying the rainbow was wrecked somewhere in Erdre's southern seas. In exchange for a couple of my best maps and charts, I enlisted the aid of the finest fishermen here. We dredged near enough the whole blessed ocean, but all we came back with was a few tasty scallops for tea. So I've been spending a quiet evening in the bar, enjoying our tasty catch, the village's local brew, and the company of the landlord's beautiful daughter. She tells me that my friend the fisherman is engaged to be married. He doesn't seem too keen on the arrangement, though. I shouldn't be surprised if he turned out to have his eye on someone else. But it's late now and growing dark. I may not have found the rainbow, but I've had a lovely day and met even some lovelier people. Ah, the traveler's life suits me down to the ground. My husband sailed off to fight the Tentacular and left me to run the store all by myself. You better come home soon or there'll be trouble. Make sure there's nothing like chest. There's no chests or something behind the shop. Like this one right here. Building a blade of blistering brutality. Kai's a really hard-working guy. He's the envy of all the other fishermen, but he always seems so sad. It just breaks my heart to see it. Curious about something. Hold on. Can I own anything here? No. Okay, so the cautery sword is 4,400 gold. So let's take a look at... Guess I haven't made one yet. Here we go. Silver ore, lava lump, and red eye. So if I can buy I mean, I doubt it's that easy, but if I can buy silver ore, lava lump, and red eye for less than 4,000, for the less, we'll assume half price, 2,200 gold, might be worth it just to buy a zillion of these. I came all this way to the far-flung backwater to buy some of their famous pearls, but it seems a certain giant squid has other ideas. It's making a nuisance of itself off the coast and stopping the fishermen doing their job. Now they're completely out of stock! Did you come here looking for the pearls too? I'm afraid it looks like all we can do is pray that the locals finish off the horrible thing quickly so they can get back to work. Oh, speaking of praying, there's a little church behind the village elder's house at the top of these stairs if you ever need one. Some days ago, an enormous tentacular appeared in the sea nearby. We haven't been able to catch any fish or gather any pearls since. All the able-bodied men have sailed out to drive the monster from our waters and protect our livelihood. As Kahuna of this village, I wish I could have sailed with them, but I'm too old and frail. I would only have gotten in their way. There are these scary monsters called mermaids in the sea. They sing pretty songs to put people to sleep, and then they eat them all up. I'm looking after the bank until my papa gets back. I want to be a banker when I grow up, so I've been practicing what to say. My mama's mice. She's not feeling too good. I'm looking after the inn for her. She told me exactly what to say. Here goes. I'm so lucky to have such good kids. Even when their mama's sick, I can rely on them to keep the business going. I don't know what I did to deserve them. I'm so thankful I could cry. Looks like it's almost night, but I don't want to necessarily talk. I want to talk to the village before I initiate the next event. So if I have to pass a day, so be it. I hate to complain, but it's just we got orders for pearls waiting for princesses and rich ladies and all kinds. We got no pearls to send them. If we keep waiting too long, they'll lose faith in Lonalulu and take their business someplace else. It's been 50 long years since I started running this place, and now this. Maybe it's time to hang up my hat. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there, friend. The fishermen of Lonalulu are the life and soul of this village, and the lifeblood of this bar. I've known every one of them since they were little kikes. You're asking if I know Kai? Sure I know him, quite a kid. To tell the truth, I never liked the idea of him sailing with other men. If you ask me, that boy's trouble. Wait, there's a stairwell. Hi, Emmy. We don't really get along. Why has he always got to try and be so serious? That guy needs to loosen up and let his hair down once in a while. Cannon lady. Dave, legend. Despite his humble beginnings as a farmer's son, our hero's winning personality and superior physical strength enabled him to quickly climb the ranks of this Fardrestian Royal Navy. But when his beloved king fell, he became a pink-masked privateer, striking fear to the hearts of the vilest scum of the seas and expressing his grief in an incident that soon became infamous the world over. With the help of a mysterious traveling entertainer friend, he somehow managed to paint the mast of every ship in the inland sea, frigates, freighters, clippers, and caravels a shocking shade of pink. Even to this day, that bold and brilliant gesture is burnt into the memories of seafarers everywhere, and the name Dave into the hearts and minds of admirers everywhere. Okay. The deadly denizens of the deep. The fourth deadly denizen, mermaids. Mermaids are easily recognized, their upper halves taking the forms of human women, and their lower halves those of fish. Their voices are prodigiously beautiful, and many a man has been sent peacefully to sleep by their dulcet tones, only to be dragged down through the inky depths to have his soul devoured. Should you ever spy a beautiful woman in the water while at sea, do not call out to her, no matter how tempted you may be. For she is almost certainly a mermaid, and will want nothing more than to sing you sweetly to sleep, a sleep from which you will never awaken. Okay, your sprint jump looks a little bit different, I think. This is your running jump. This is your sprint jump. The animation at the beginning is a little bit different. Hello, Ken. Whoops. My bad. I was trying to talk to you.
There's nothing I love more than the sound of cannon fire. As far as I'm concerned, every day should start and end with a bang. My late husband, rest his soul, made all the cannons you'll see dotted around the village, and he made them just for me, and louder than anything. I'll fire this one again when the sun beneath the horizon, so keep your ears open. Ho ho ho.
What if I stand here when the sun sinks beneath the horizon? And there's nighttime. The sound of a cannon firing from the cliff top announces the setting of the sun.
Once upon a time, a master fisherman lived in Lonalulu. He caught more fish and gathered more pearls than any of the other men in the village. The mayor of Lonalulu, the big kahuna, was very fond of this fisherman and offered him the hand of his beloved daughter. Pretty good, eh? I've been learning Auntie's story by heart. While the men are away fighting the Tentacular, it's up to we women to roll up our sleeves and keep the village running without them. But if they think that we're going to hang around forever while they do it, they've got another thing coming. They need to hurry it up. You know the lady who tells the stories? My mom told me that Uncle Kai is her boy, but he's not a boy, he's a grown-up.
We'll visit this house last, and then we'll look through the rest of the town at night.
I can't sleep. Whenever I hear the waves crash on the beach, I get scared. It makes me think of my pa out there fighting the Tentacular.
I hope he's okay. Will you sleep through this?
When dark clouds spread across the sea, so too do they fill the hearts of the people. These are not my words, but those of my predecessor's predecessor. You are a seafarer, are you not? Beware the storm clouds, both above and within. Now, how can I help you?
Ma said I could go play with my friends if I didn't goof off, but now she says I gotta work in the store again. It's all that stupid squid's fault. That sucker sucks. There's a crazy woman who lives in our village. She's totally what? Pupil. Every morning she goes up to the top of the cliff and fires a cannon. And it's like, Kane Kanano! Boom, the day has begun. I don't know why she does it. Guess she must have something against sleepyheads. Maybe just throw a hole in the river, it looks like.
Only got married last month, and now my honey has gone away to fight the Tentacular. I'm praying that he makes it back in one piece. Please, I beg of you, keep my husband safe.
Let's go talk to the cannon lady. No, she's not even here. She must be in her house.
There's nothing I love more than the sound of cannon fire. As far as I'm concerned, every day should start and end with a bang. My late husband, rest his soul, made all the cannons you'll see dotted around the village, and he made them just for me. They're louder than anything. I'll be firing the one on the cliff top again when the sun peeks up over the horizon, so keep your ears open. Ho ho ho.
Must be them fighting the Tentacular or whatever it is.
Yes.
Aloha, travelers! Don't stop here. These waters are dangerous. Sail on, sail on. I doubt this is what you're referring to, but I'll fight them anyways. Welcome back to Strand Wins Dragon Quest XI. Today is March 3rd, 2019, and it has been about half a year since I last recorded this game. I actually did enjoy this game a lot, but I wanted to jump on some of the other games that were coming out right at that moment, such as Resident Evil 2.
If you're looking for Kai, you should go see his ma. You'll usually find her up at the church. During the day, anyhow. As soon as the sun sets, she runs on home and refuses to come out till it's light again. They're kind of a weird family.
about to begin! Are you all paying attention? Good. Then I'll tell you the tale of the terrible curse that befell our village long ago. The curse of a crafty creature with a face as pretty as a pearl, but a heart as black as coal. Now, let's begin.
Is it the mermaid?
Once upon a time, a master fisherman lived in Lonalulu. He caught more fish and gathered more pearls than any of the other men in the village. The mayor of Lonalulu, the big kahuna, was very fond of this fisherman and offered him the hand of his beloved daughter. The fisherman and the kahuna's daughter agreed to be married, and the future of the village looked bright. Until the day of the storm. The fisherman was caught up in a terrible tempest, and he and his catch were thrown into the ocean. As he sank through the water, he saw the pearls he had gathered shining like stars all around him. The light faded, and he prepared to meet his maker. But instead, he met her, a mermaid more beautiful than any creature he had seen before. She held him in her arms and whispered in his ear, "I will give you your life if you give me your soul." Many days passed, and the fisherman did not return. The people of the village thought him dead and held a funeral for him on the beach. But just as they were beginning to sing his soul into the next world, he appeared, exhausted but alive. The kahuna's daughter was overjoyed to have her beloved home and stayed by his bedside night and day, nursing him back to health. But the fisherman was no longer the man she knew. All day he would stare out to sea, muttering over and over, "I must marry that mermaid." Then one day, he threw his fiancée aside and ran to the harbor screaming, "I must go back to her." The kahuna was furious. He banished the fisherman from the village and burned his boat so he could never set sail again. And so, the man who was once the pride of Lonalulu spent the rest of his days alone on Saikiki Beach, haunted by the mermaid who stole his soul. That's all for today, children. I'll tell you the rest of the story tomorrow. Mermaids are scary! Whoa! The mermaid's coming to steal our souls! Run! Aloha, friends. Is there anything I can do for you?
Maybe. We're looking for a fisherman called Kai. Do you know where we can find him?
Oh my! What a coincidence! You must be looking for my son, Kainui. Are you friends of his? I'm afraid he's not here at the moment. All the men have sailed west to fight the giant squid that's been attacking our ships. If you want to hurry things along, maybe you could go lend a hand. Once that monster's dealt with, they'll all come back to the village, sure enough. But Be wary, friends. That squid isn't the only danger out on the seas. Don't let a crafty mermaid make you all pupule. I'd hate to see you go crazy.
Let's see here. Where was it again? Info. Story so far. There we go. As the search for the remaining orbs continues, our heroes run aground on a strange spit of sand called the Strand. There, they meet a beautiful mermaid called Michelle, who has apparently been awaiting the return of Kai, her human husband-to-be. They are determined to be together despite the curse that usually prevents man and mermaid from marrying. At Michelle's insistence, the party sets sail for the village of Lonalulu to find her boat and tell them to hurry up. In exchange, the mermaid promises to lead them to the undersea kingdom of Nautica, where they hope to learn more of the giant pearl said to have sunk to the seabed. Upon arriving in Lonalulu, they find an old woman telling the local children the legend of a mermaid that cursed a man and stole his soul. After finishing her story, she introduces herself as Kai's mother, and informs the party that the men of the village, Kai included, are away fighting a giant squid that has been bothering their boats.
What are these people thinking? Spreading such a horrible rumor about mermaids. If they'd ever actually met one, they'd know that story couldn't possibly be true. It's a wonder Kai wants to marry Michelle at all, if that's the sort of tale he's grown up hearing. It's enough to put you off mermaids for life. Come on, let's head out to sea and find the fishing fleet. I'd like to hear Kai's side of the story. Do you think that story was a little too realistic for a fairy tale? Those poor children are scared out of their wits. I wonder why she would tell them such a frightening story. Do the people of this village have something against mermaids?
Hello?
Well, that explains it. The reason Kai couldn't go to meet Michelle was because he had to fight the giant squid and save his village. No wonder she's got such a soft spot for him. He's quite the hero.
Reckless, that's what it is. They're fishermen, not fighters. They don't stand a chance against a mad and Tentacular. Come on, laddie. Let's head over and give them a hand, shall we? We'd be wise to kid ourselves out for a fight before we set sail, mind.
Hey, honey.
You've seen her too, right, honey? The little old lady on the cliff overlooking the village? The one who keeps firing that gigantic cannon? I thought your grandpappy was a one-off, but it seems Rab's in good company. Elderly people are so full of life nowadays. When I grow up, I want to be just like them. Is it just me, or does anyone else get the feeling this giant squid isn't going down without a fight? Fingers crossed it doesn't take the stallion down with it.
Everybody in Lonalulu knows the story of the mermaid's curse, one from Auntie's picture show. Mermaids might look pretty, but underneath it all, they're super mean. It's all just an act to trick you into giving them the things you love the most. My boy Kanui sailed west with the rest of the men. They've got to do something about the Tentacular that has been attacking our ships. If you're looking for him, that's where he'll be. But be careful out there, traveler. There are scarier things than giant squid in the sea. If you spy a mermaid, steer well clear. You'll be waving aloha oi to your souls.
Thinking.
Kai's mother said that Kai and the other fishermen sailed west from the village to fight the Tentacular. I hope they're alright.
Oh, hello.
Kai's mother said the fishermen had sailed west from Lonalulu to fight the squid, didn't she? I think we might have come a little too far. Did we pass them somewhere along the way, perhaps? Does Michelle know the kind of stories they're telling about her kind back in Lonalulu, do you think? If I found out that my fiance's friends and relations are spreading malicious rumors about me, I don't know what I'd do.
Interesting. How wonderful!
I'm coming for you, Senor Squid. Nobody lays a tentacle on my salty stallion and gets away with it.
When the Tentacular attacked us in Gondolia, we'd have been sunk if it weren't for the Doge and his men. I think it's going to be a different story this time, though. We're tougher than we were, and there's more of us too. That stupid squid won't know what hit him.
These must be the gallant squid hunters. I wonder which one's our blushing husband to be. Yoo-hoo! Over here! Excuse me, which one of you big brave boys is Kai? Watch out! Look out! They look like they're saying something, but I can't quite make it out. A good view? I love you. Watch out! Above you! Watch out! Look! Above you! Above you?
Look out! Up there! Oh, you have got to be kidding!
Perhaps this will help.
Let's get a move on!
Perhaps this will help. Don't worry, I'm here to help.
Let me kiss that boo-boo better.
Perhaps this will help.
Tentacular is defeated. Each party member receives 6,000 experience points, and the party receives 4,000 gold coins.
I feel better than ever.
Thank you, thank you! Darlings, it was nothing, really!
Mahalo, mahalo. Whoever you people are, I can't thank you enough. But I can sure feed you enough. Tonight we're gonna have a luau to remember, and you're gonna be the guests of honor. Get ready to drink, dance, and fill your belly with fish till you fall down. Come one, come all to Lonalulu.
The search for the remaining orbs continues, and our heroes pay a visit to the peaceful fishing village of Lonalulu. There, they seek out a fisherman named Kai at the request of his bride-to-be, a mermaid named Michelle. Upon arriving in the village, they find an old woman telling the local children the legend of a mermaid that cursed a man and stole his soul. After finishing her story, she introduces herself as Kai's mother and informs the party that the men of the village, Kai included, are away fighting a giant squid that has been bothering their boats. Having heard this, the friends set sail to find them. They come across them just as the Tentacular attacks. He tries to sink some ships, but our heroes soon send it packing, earning themselves an invitation back to Lonalulu for a celebratory banquet for their troubles. Your friend's a real cutie pie, and strong too. He could whisk me off my feet any day of the week. It's so much fun, sailing with Sylve on the salty stallion. He's my best mate. You were amazing in the battle against the Tentacular. In fact, I've composed a song to commemorate your victory. Would you care to hear it? Very well, I call it Aloha Oi Tentacular, Aloha Oi Ocean's Daughter, Stormy Child of Stormy Waters. The heroes came and bashed your brains. We'll never see your like again. A masterpiece, wouldn't you say? And to think, I wrote in a single night. Sometimes I surprise even myself. Oh, all that effort for nothing. Well, don't let me keep you. You clearly have more important things to be doing, other masterpieces to ignore. Oh, my honey bunch, my lay, my love. Oh, my darling, my dear, sweet darling. Hey, I might have had a few tasty beverage, but I can still speak with the spirit. How are you enjoying the luau, friend? If it wasn't for you, we'd still be out fighting that squid. But instead, we're back home having a whale of a time. Oh, by the way, you were looking for Kai, right? That boy doesn't like to party, so you probably won't find him around here.
Whew, these boys sure are keeping me busy tonight. I'm working wiki just to keep up with them, but I wouldn't have it any other way. And it's all thanks to you, friend. You're the hero of Lonalulu. Now eat, drink, and be merry!
Here he is, the hero who triumphed over the monstrous squid. I must admit, I thought you were rather a weak-kneed sort when I first laid eyes on you, but I'm glad I was wrong. Thanks to you, the pearl trade will soon be up and running again, and I'm perfectly placed to profit from it. I can't thank you enough. Hey, friend. I think I have an idea of what it takes to be one heck of a fisherman. What do you say? When your adventure's over, want to come ride the boats with us? Nah. Ha ha ha. You don't mess around, huh? I know you got more important things to do. Maybe one day, huh? Yeah, okay. I asked around about Callie, but nobody around here has seen him. Seems he's not much of a party person. Michelle's still waiting for us back on that island. We should try to track him down as soon as we can. Oh, I'm stronger than the stormy sheesh and swifter than the ocean breeze. Catch me if you can, I'm a Lonalulu man! Isn't this a wonderful party, darling? I'm making so many fabulous new friends. Oh, and you simply must try the giant calamari. It's to die for! That stinking Tentacular ripped a hole inside of my ship, but Kai said he'd fix it up for me. He's a good kid and a great fisherman. You can count on him for pretty much anything, except maybe cracking a smile.
Woohoo! It feels so good to finally let our hair down after all those days of worry. Thank you, friend.
I can't thank you enough, friend. If you hadn't bailed us out, I never would have made it back here to see my favorite girl shaking her stuff.
Grr, that Kai really grinds my gears. The whole village is here having fun and he's nowhere to be seen. What's his problem?
And where do you think you're going? You're off to look for Kai, aren't you? Well, I'm coming with you. Oh, hello, Veronica. What are you doing out here?
Ugh! Those stupid fishermen said the party was only for grown-ups, so they couldn't let me in. Is every bar in the world full of stubborn idiots or something? Anyway, you're going to look for Kai, aren't you? I've got nothing better to do, so I might as well join you. I've been thinking.
Kai's a strange one. I thought he'd be enjoying the party with all the other fishermen, but he's nowhere to be seen. I don't have gone out fishing again so soon after beating the Tentacular. He must be somewhere in the village. Why isn't Kai celebrating the defeat of the demon squid with everyone else? I don't mean to speak badly of him, but it would seem he's not the most fun-loving fellow.
Well, if he's being kept away from his girl, then yes, I would say that you wouldn't be in a party mood.
Here we are, having the biggest luau of a generation, and Kai still won't join in. Made some excuse about having to go down to the dock to fix his friend's boat. Serene is so kind and gentle. Why can't my wife be more like her? I'm helping to treat the wounded sailors, but something rather strange is going on. They keep coming back to me with new injuries. I've been asking them all their names, by the way, but I haven't come across a Kai yet. I hope he isn't too badly hurt to come and see me or anything.
I don't necessarily want to start the next event yet until I find everybody. Let's see, I still need to find Kyle and Rab.
Tell me, Traveler, have you seen my no-good, low-low husband? He said he was going to get his head examined, whatever that means. I should get mine looked at for marrying such a dope. Auntie Jade is so cool. I want her to teach me how to beat up monsters. Veronica's nice too, but she's kind of immature. Wow, Auntie Serene is your friend, huh? You're so lucky. She's so nice and kind and pretty. I wish I could travel around the world with a lady like her. Every once in a while, the lamplight reflecting on the water looks like a million little sparkly fishes leaping out of the sea. Pa's back and Miles feeling better. That means I don't have to spend all day taking care of the inn anymore. Thanks, Uncle. You're my hero. As soon as I heard my husband was coming home, I felt 100 times better. Turns out I wasn't ill. I was just sick with worry.
Might have been the demon squid's fault, but I still feel bad for leaving my wife and kids alone for so long. From now on, every time I go out to sea, I'm gonna bring back a whole pile of pearls and make up for it.
Mahalo, traveler. Thanks so much for dealing with that demon squid. Now we're back to business as usual. The future of my store is safe. As long as I don't drink away all my gold at the bar, that is. Must stay away. I'm sure you're keen to get going, but how can we let our heroes leave in such a shabby ship? After all you've done for us, it's the least we can do to give it a spring clean. We'll work through the night if we have to. By the time we're done, it'll be shining like a well-oiled cannon. Why don't you go let your hair down until then, huh? You're a real hero. We could use more men like you and Lonalulu. Say, why don't you quit adventuring and come move in with me? The mermaids use their wiles to make that scary squid attack us. My tutu told me so. Do you know what a wile is? Phew, Papa, you came back. I had to see my kids again. That's what gave me the courage to fight the Tentacular. I couldn't let them down. Thank you, friend. If it wasn't for you, I might never have seen them again.
My little ones are so happy to have their Pa back. They were so excited to see him, they completely wore themselves out.
I stepped off from the party to take a breather, and the quiet of the night and the lapping of the waves put me in something of a reflective mood. Thought I'd take a wee stroll around town to settle my thoughts when I bumped into Kanui's mother. She tells me her boy's down at the dock. Maybe we should go and have a word.
Mahalo, travelers. You defeated the demon squid and saved the village. I can't thank you enough. And to top it all, my boy made it home safe. He's down at the dock fixing a friend's boat, by the way. He takes after me, you know. I don't like parties either. That's why I came up here where it's quiet. But you're the guests of honor. You should go have some fun with the other young people.
Take a good look, kid. This is what a real fisherman's body looks like. Any monsters that climb aboard my ship take one look at me and jump right back into the sea.
It's way past my bedtime already, but tonight's a special night, so Ma says I can stay up as late as I want. And Pa's home too. This is the best day ever. Folks don't usually stop kids running around unless they have something super exciting to tell them. Well, do you? No. You don't? Well, let me get back to having fun. You do? Huh? Well, I kind of want to hear it, but I also kind of want to go back to running around. Tell me later, okay?
So where is Kyle? Did I miss him? Is he in this region? Yeah, there he is. Now that the Tentacular's been taken care of, all the fishermen have come back to the village. One of them's gotta be the guy we're looking for. Still, finding Kai can wait. We're the guests of honor here. For now, let's just kick back and enjoy the party. Let's make another save. And now we'll go talk to Kai.
I love the sound of cannons in the morning. Aloha, friend.
Is there something I can do for you? Strand tells the cannon lady that he and his friends are going to help fight the Tentacular. Well now, is that so? Want to borrow one of my beautiful cannons? Tentaculars hate loud noises, you know? When they hear kani kanono, they go pew-pew-lay. Yeah, that boom drives them wild. I'll let you have one, but on one condition. You gotta promise to take good care of it. These cannons are my babies, and they're all I have to remind me of my late husband. Well? Deal? No. Well, if that's your attitude, you're not laying a finger on any of my babies. Finally decided to see sense, huh? Well? Promise you'll take good care of my baby? Yes. Good. Then just this one time, I'll let you borrow the biggest, boldest, most ear-splitting piece in my collection. Strand received the Konono cannon. Just so you know, it doesn't actually fire anything. None of my babies do. I couldn't live with myself if they ever hurt anybody. Still, the noise should be more than enough to spook that squid. It's a little big to be carrying around in your bag, so I'll have the villagers wheel it over to that ship of yours.
Over here! Excuse me, which one of you big brave boys is high? You better say something.
So, we meet again, Senor Squid. I picked up a little present for you in Lonalulu. Everyone, cover your ears. Say hello to my enormous friend. Now's our chance, my loves. Let's turn this tentacled travesty into fish food. Need a little...
Let's heat things up!
Don't worry, darlings. Sylph's here.
We of Arborea swear to protect you. While we live, none shall defeat you.
Need a little...